We were born to.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my guide on Recipe for Disaster. This guide took a while to make, so I appreciate it if we can get a massive amount of likes on this. Let's try to go for 1,000 likes on this. That'd be awesome, pretty big number, but we'll see what we have to do. Anyways, the first sub-quest of this is the Cook's parts. For the Cook's part, you need 10 cooking, and you must have completed Cook's Assistant. You need an Eye of Newt, Rotten Tomato, Green Man's Ale, 2 lemons, an orange, a pineapple, cocktail glass, cocktail shaker, a knife, and ashes, as you can see in my inventory. We'll be getting I believe you can get the ale from Yanil in the bar there. Just ask the guy for Green Man's Ale, you can buy it. Anyways, to start off, just talk to the Lumbridge cook in here. Just drop something, and keep talking to him. And you're basically going to need to help him again with creating a masterclass dish. So keep going through the options with them. Say yes when you're asked to help the cook again. And once you finish it, make sure the quest has started, and you're going to need basically a dirty blast. First, use your cocktail shaker, and then just click on it, and you'll be able to create a fruit blast right away if you have all the ingredients in your inventory. Now use a knife on a lemon and get some lemon slices. Now you pour your mixed blast, just click pour, and you automatically pour it into your cocktail glass that's in your inventory. And the lemon will automatically added. Now use your ashes on the glass to get a dirty blast. Talk to the cook again. And you now have that part of the quest complete. Very easy part to get complete. You simply need just to give him the dirty blast, and that is just the first subquest of Recipe for Disaster. The next part starts in here, where the real fun begins. So you'll now be invited to sort of the gathering of people from around Runescape, and I'm just going to fast forward this for you guys. You can watch it on yours, but I don't really need to watch it again on mine. So now talk to the gypsy. You can ask her these questions, but I really don't believe you need to. To start this, you're basically going to be inspecting every single frozen person around the room, and the first person we're going to expect is the easiest one, which you will see soon. Alright, so we're now at part 2 of Recipe for Disaster. So we need to basically free all these people and get them back to the party. So for the second part, you're going to need a bucket of milk, an egg, pot of flour, bowl of water. Ice gloves are recommended. You need 100 coins. Thank you. And it's recommended of gloves. I think any type of gloves work. And make sure you have a Fally with you if you can teleport to Falador. Now, a quick trick is all these items can be bought at the Colormancer's chest, and you guys all have that unlocked since you already started the quest. So just buy all the items here. Pretty easy. And you also need 4 Asgardian ales, but you're going to be teleporting to Falador anyway, so you're just going to get those there when you teleport to Falador. So let's go back up. I'm lagging a bit because I'm uploading a quest guide, Underground Pass, at the moment, so whoa. So we're going to be over here again. Let's go ahead and talk to the gypsy. Hi. Actually, we're gonna find a, okay, inspect the dwarf. Dwarf is what we need first. Check out this ogre, yo. He's not having a fun time. Got some nice lag right now. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna wait for the lag to go. Alright, let's inspect the dwarf. How do I protect you, I wonder? To protect shooting, his fondness of rock cakes could prove key in freeing him. So, rock cakes are key. So you guys now need to head under White Wolf Mountain, which is not that far away. You guys are currently Lumbridge. Make your way to White Wolf Mountain. Just go under here. You guys have started you have to have done fishing contests to do this quest, so you have to go to this little quest symbol right here and go under the White Wolf Mountain. So I'm going to teleport to Fally and just run up to this area right here. And yeah, so anyways, before you leave, I messed up. Make sure you guys get another Falador teleport with you. I believe you're going to need 2. But you can also, if you want, just use the games necklace to teleport. It's closer to the place you need to go. So I'm going to teleport with the games necklace to where I need to go, and I'll meet you guys at that spot. Alright, so you guys are now here. Just climb down and head over to this little bar area. Talk to an old dwarf. Rock cakes. There's a time bubble, whatever. And he's basically going to tell you that he can't investigate, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're going to speak to him one more time just to make sure we got everything. Rohak. Alright, so now you've talked to him, you guys have to teleport to Falador. And you have to make your way to this pub. We're going to talk to Emily. Can you tell me about dwarves and ale? How about 100 GP? Damn. Let's try again. Let's do 200. Boom. The Seaber is the goal. Drop a gold coin into Asgardian ale. You'll get this real golden ale the dwarves seem to love. I think they're generally attracted to it. Alright, sweet. So now let's go ahead and get some Asgardian ales. What ales are you serving? Let's get an Asgardian ale. Let's go ahead and get 4 of those, and I'll begin recording once I've got 4 of these Asgardian ales. Alright, so now you have to head back to Rohak. Make sure you guys have 100 GP with you. You're going to need it for the recipe, so I'll meet you guys back with Rohak. Or an old dwarf. And let's talk with Rohak. That's Korvac. Rohak. Hold up. Use your coins on the Asgardian ale to get Asgoldian ale. But you can still drink, so look out. Alright, let's use one on Rohak. Here, have a drink. Is that what I think it is? Maybe. Here, have another. Don't mind if I do. So another? Here, have that. You deserve another pint, dude. Yeah, you do. Last one. Here we go. Several beers later. Talk to him again, and sweet. $100 no less. Hand over 100 gold. And we have all that stuff already, so he's gonna be doing shit now, humping the ground. Oh, check that out. Boom. Boom. Shake that ass. Alright, he's doing some weird shit. Sweet. Places the cake on the table. There's rock take the dwarven rock cake. Boom. We now have a dwarven rock cake. Alright, so at this point, if you guys don't have ice gloves and you want to cool it down, you have to first go talk to the gypsy again in Lumbridge, and then she'll tell you that the ice fiends, if you kill one of them and their last dying breath will help cool it down. So you guys gotta go to Ice Mountain and kill it there. If you have not done, or you don't have ice gloves with you, then, or you do have ice gloves with you, then you can simply, you could have picked up the ice gloves, or you could have worn the ice gloves and picked up the cake, which would have cooled it. But if you forgot to do that, like I did, just drop the dwarven cake and pick it up. And your icicles cool the hot rock as you pick it up. So now we have a dwarven rock cake. Now you guys simply have to head back to Lumbridge. I'm going to home teleport back and head back to the dwarf and just use the dwarf rock on him, or dwarf rock cake on him to free him. And that'll be the end of this part. So I'll see you guys where the dwarf is. Alright, so we're now here. Whoop, no, where are you going? Go back in. Let's use the dwarven rock cake on the dwarf. And we have completed that part of Recipe for Disaster. 1 quest point, 1000 cooking XP, 1000 slayer, and increased access to the Colomancer's chest. And I'll see you guys in a bit for the next Recipe for Disaster part. And we now have 7 council members left. Alright guys, so we're now going to free the goblins, and I have a lot of stuff in my inventory, but you don't need to bring all of it. I'm just showing you examples of what you can bring. We need to free wart face and bent nose. You can either have a jug, a bowl, or a bucket of water. You can have either a green dye, or a green dye, a purple dye, or blue dye. You also need charcoal, bread, orange slices, fishing bait, and gnome spices. The gnome spice can be bought from the Colomancer's chest. And the rest you should be able to get. Charcoal can be bought on the Karamja at the Karamja General Store. Anyways, let's start talking to the gypsy by inspecting Wartface and Bentnose. Once you've inspected them and talked to the gypsy, make sure you check your quest log to see if you've started it. Remember, if you guys have any questions on where to get stuff or where to find stuff, post below. I'll try to answer. Hopefully other people answer as well. And now let's go ahead and head out, and we are going to go downstairs really quickly and get some more stuff, which I'll show you in a bit. Just gonna get a teleport. You guys have to head to the Goblin Village, so I'm gonna be teleporting to Falador and just running my way up to the Goblin Village. You guys should have done Goblin diplomacy, and you guys know how to get up there, so I will see you up there. Once you get up there, talk to any Goblin in the village. They're all going to tell you that the village cook knows what they'd eat. So let's go ahead and open this door. It's basically the easternmost house, and it's the only house with a ladder that goes down, so climb down this ladder and just look for a checkered floor and start off, talk to the goblin cook. Ask him, I need your help. I clicked on the first one first, but you can just ask him about the new way of cooking. Again, I was lagging when doing this. My internet was going really slow at my school, so sorry if you guys get a little bit annoyed with it, but I certainly was. Anyways, after you've gone through the first option, make sure you ask him if he needs any help. And he's going to ask you to find some charcoal, which you will have in your inventory. So make sure you have the charcoal, and just talk to him again. Make sure the charcoal's in your inventory. Just say you've got the charcoal. And a small cutscene is going to occur. And you just get to watch basically the pot explode. I hide behind a bookshelf. The goblin gets splatted in the face. Sounds totally wrong, but whatever. There goes the pot. He's gonna fall off just like every movie scene. So pretty funny. It worked. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so now we're gonna talk to the Goblin Cook. My mouse sort of went crazy here again, so sorry about that. Say it sounds like a good idea. Talk to him again. Say that you need his help. He needs obviously need the dish created that will help them. So luckily you have all these ingredients, so you don't really need to run anywhere. But just keep going through these options. Okay. So now use your fishing bait on the gnome spice to get some spicy maggots. Use a bowl of water, or your jug or bucket of water on the bread to get a soggy bread. And use your purple dye, blue dye, or green dye on those to get a dyed orange. Talk to him again. I've got those ingredients you need. And you'll get a bowl of mush. This bowl of mush, or slop of compromise, is what you're going to need. Teleport back to Lumbridge and use this bowl of mush, or bowl of compromise, or munch of compromise, or compromise of mush on the goblins to finish this part of RFD. Simply use it on them. And bam. Alright, there we go. Another sub-quest complete. So 5, 6 more to do. And now we have the next one, which is Pirate Pete. I'll see you for that. Okay, the next one is Pirate Pete. This one's very confusing, so make sure you guys pay close attention. Pirate Pete after bent nose dude. Anyways, we need a knife, a needle, pestle and mortar, bread, 3 bronze wires, a fishbowl, and a raw cod. That's the things you need. It's recommended to bring nothing, so pretty much all the things in my inventory is what you'll need. You don't need the hammer, it's just something I did earlier. So anyways, let's inspect Pirate Pete to get started. The gypsy will tell you what he ate, or what he needs to eat. And we're going to head back outside and talk to the cook and ask him what Pirate Pete ate. Okay, come on, lag. There we go. Pirate Pete. Fish cakes. So this dude wants fish cakes. Alright, so for this part, you're basically going to need to ask him where you can get all the ingredients. So if we talk to him again, I believe you don't need to ask him where you get all the stuff, because you already know where it is. Just make sure you check your quest log, and it says, if it says I'm not sure where to get this stuff, then ask Pirate Pete. As you see, if you try to do the stuff right now, then if you try to do the pestle mortar with a cod knife on the bread, it won't work because you don't know how to do it. So you have to ask Pete all the questions, or all the text options, like where do I get the breadcrumbs, where do I get the kelp. So I'll show you guys how to do that really quick. Protecting Pirate Pete. And ask him all these questions up here. So that's all you need to do, and I'll begin recording once I've asked him all these questions. As you guys can now use your raw cod on the pestle and mortar to get some ground cod, and then use your knife on the bread to get some breadcrumbs, which is what you'll need. So those two things. Now you guys have to head to Port Khazard, which is just south of Ardoin. East Ardoin is right there. You guys gotta go to Port Khazard, where my mouse is all spammy. So just make your way down there. And you guys have to go to the docks. So I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to Artie run south, get to the docks. Once you're here, talk to Murphy, who is by the red little symbol on your minimap. Talk to him about Recipe for Disaster, and then ask him about the crabs, which you should automatically do. He'll ask you for a fishbowl. You should have that with you. If not, well, then you are in a situation. You also need to weigh less than 27 kilograms, so check your weight by looking at what armor you're wearing. And if you're over, there's a bank deposit box right next to you, so you can deposit all there. So after you gotta talk to him, and make sure at first you have your equipment on, so your diving helmet as well as your fishbowl helmet, make sure you're wearing that. And also you can deposit stuff here. As you can see, I deposit all the gear that I'm wearing because I was a little too heavy at the moment. I was at 27 kilograms plus, so I need to take off some of my stuff. You can check right here, and so I just took off a bunch of stuff and deposited it. And eventually just talk to him and say, let's go diving. And you'll know you'll be under 27 grams when or kilograms when he says, okay, let's go. Now you guys will have to watch like a small cutscene right here, but it's not long. You just basically jump over the ship. Once you're down here, swim north. This is where it gets a little bit confusing, so if you have any questions, post below. Anyways, right north are some kelp. You can see those flying green, or like the flying, but those floating green plants. Just go ahead and pick kelp. Pick a couple of them. I was lagging a lot here, so sorry about that. Pick another one. Just, you can't see your inventory, but just look in the chat. If it says you take some kelp, then you know you'll be good. After that, go ahead north. You guys have to talk to someone. I got a little lost here. You have to find someone to talk to, but he should be right at the entrance. I couldn't find him, so I was swimming around for a bit, but I'll speed that up for you guys. So, you don't talk to the Ogre guard. Talk to... Wait for it. My mouse sort of spams here around. I got a little messed up, but basically stop where I am and just look for a dude called like Nung or something. Basically the only flying ogre that doesn't have the name Ogre guard. I couldn't find him. I was freaking out. I'm like, no, sucks. Anyways, he's just at the entrance where you guys swim up. There he is, Nung. Talk to Nung. At this point, my internet, the school internet, got really laggy, so it was just like, eh. Keep going through the options with them. Tell me you're trying to get some giant crab meat. He wants some big skippy skins to eat. So you have to go get those for him. Sort of unfortunate, but anyways. Go ahead and you guys see those red dots on the ground? Pick up, they're just rocks. Pick up 5 rocks. So make sure you count how many rocks you pick up. You'll need 5. They spawn like every 5 seconds, so you can just stay in one spot and pick it up again. You can look in your chat again to see how many you've picked up. Once you've picked up 5, you guys have to head over to the Skimpy Cave. Don't go up this way. I actually got lost again. I was looking for the cave, but it's actually not in the same place as the giant crabs. Simply swim out the entrance again, like right where I'm going. But laggy, sorry. But you guys see how there's like huge circle of dots. The entrance is right there. Simply enter right here. Okay, so here's where it gets a bit confusing. Once you get in this cave, you gotta go kill 5 of these mud skippers. When you kill the mud skippers, they're gonna drop their hides. Once you've killed 5 of these, you have to go back to Nung, so the big ogre guy, and talk to him. He says you're gonna want to make these into a piece of clothing. Once he tells you that, you guys have to make your way back into this cave right here. Use your needle on your inventory on the hides, and make sure you have your wires with you, and you're gonna get some clothing, and then take that clothing back to Nung. Here's just an example of the hides. So here's 5 hides. And you have to go back to Nung. But I said that a bit quickly again. collect 5 hides, go talk to Nung again. He's going to say you want a piece of clothing. Go back into the cave with all the mud skippers, use your needle on the hides, and then go talk to Nung again. But first off, let's talk to Nung as to look like I'm doing in the video. I was lagging a bit here. Here it tells you need a needle and bronze wire. So once you've done that, talk to Nung again. Again, after you've made the clothing, talk to him. And once you say thanks in the chat, collect 5 rocks again. Just the red dots on the ground. Yeah, the reason I didn't record me doing making the hides, or because I whatever you call it, I forgot to record, so sorry about that. And once you've collected 5 rocks, you can enter the pasture. A guard will stop you, but if you just tell him Nung said it was okay, then you're good. Once you're in, you can just kick some more crabs to death, and you can collect. I got like 5 crab meats. They drop claws as well. I just picked those up just in case, but I don't believe I used them. So yeah, I simply kicked one to death here because I was like, YOLO, kick a crab to death day. And I just wait for me to kill one to show you guys what it is. And bam, crab meat, fresh crab claw. So crab meat's what's important. Anyways, go ahead and kill 4 more. First, use your knife on the kelp and get some ground kelp. And then you need some ground crab meat. So make sure you guys check your quest log. If all the ground options are crossed off, it means you're right. It means that you've done it. Then use your crab meat on the pestle and mortar to get some ground crab meat. So you guys are going to need some ground cod, ground crab meat, kelp, and breadcrumbs or whatever, or the stuff you got when you used your knife on the bread. I found a random herb on the ground here, and I was just like, hell yeah. I can't identify it. Lagged again a little bit here, sorry about that. Anyways, I talked to the cook again. Tell him that you have all the ingredients for the fish cakes. So simply use any of the ingredients on another, and you'll get a fish cake. Use your raw fish cake on the range, and you'll get a cooked fish cake. Don't eat it. That would suck. Anyways, go ahead and go use it on Pirate Pete to finish this part of the quest. There we go. Finish that part. Pretty annoying. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know below, as it was a bit confusing. But that's about it, guys, and let's go to the next person. So this next part is actually pretty easy. You guys have to help free the Lumbridge guide. Make sure you guys check your recipe for that quest guide. And to start off the quest, you'll need a pot of flour, an egg, a bucket of milk, and a cake tin. All these can be found in the Mancer's chest at the basement of Lumbridge. You can buy all those there for pretty cheap, so just get them there. Go back upstairs to the feast and inspect the Lumbridge guide to get him started. And then you basically need like a cake. So the place you need to go is the Wizard's Tower, which is, you guys have been there plenty of times, you should know where it is. Wizard's Tower is, was that southwest of Lumbridge and southeast of Fally and Draenor Village. Once you get there, head to the 2nd floor, and you guys will have to talk to Wizard Treyborn. Now, you guys basically have to do puzzles, and I'll try to explain how to do them, but I'll put a link below to a guide on how to do them, just because they're a bit confusing, and I found it easy just to read. But if you guys want me to explain it, I'll try to explain as best I can. So anyways, talk to him and ask him about the Lumbridge guide, and then talk to him again and say that you have all the ingredients. Say let's start. So for this part, he's going to ask you about people of RuneScape. So basically, people are going to hatch out of an egg, and you have to say who they are. See, this person was like a ghostly figure. So you have to answer who that was. They're going to say, name that person. That person was Valerina from Port Phasmatis. And I believe 3 or 4 people will pop out. As you can see, someone pops out of this egg. That person was Pirate Pete. So Pirate Pete. Now, if you guys don't know who those people are, I'll post a link below for a picture of who they are. So make sure you guys, if I don't post it, make sure to remind me. So for this next one, someone popped out. It was a dude. And that was Unfirth. Fix my mic really quick, sorry. And last person popped out of the egg. Wait for it. Sorry. Was King Vargas. The RD dude. Or sorry, King Lathis. My fault. Lathis. I don't know why I said Vargas. That was King Lathis. But anyways, that's what the puzzle is. People are gonna pop out of an egg, and you have to click on the right person as to who it was. It's pretty easy. Once you fix or finish that part, talk to Treyborn again. Ask about the Lumbridge guide, and say that you have some milk. And now you have to answer 3 general questions. So question 1. I'm going to bar west of Nivnich. These are just general questions about RuneScape. The answer to this one was, wait for it, Bandit Camp. I'll post the answers to the questions below as well. Next one is a glass vial is to 33 as a glass orb is to 46. And question 3, what doesn't lie between Mauritania and Asgarnia? Keep Lefay was the answer to that one. So if you guys have different questions, I'll post the link to the answers below, and you guys will find, hopefully, the answers. I believe there's a time limit on the answers too, so you have to quickly do them, but you should have enough time. They're pretty easy. Talk to them again and say that you brought a pot of flour. Say, quiz me. You guys will now be given a picture. You guys have to memorize the picture. I took a screenshot of it with Gaz really quick, and he's answering a question about the picture. It'd be like, what items were yellow, or what item was not there, or what 2 items were there that. And everybody says, in this case, he asked me what was there with the other letter M. So the Mind Talisman is there with the letter M. I'll post a link to all the pictures below. But basically, you guys have a certain amount of time to look at this picture, and he's going to ask you a question about the picture. This case, it was what was in it, and all the answers are below. So he will now enchant your milk or whatever. So he's got all 3 enchanted now, and you can simply bake the cake. And you're done with that. You can just simply teleport back to home teleport, or teleport back to Lumbridge and use it on the range there. But again, if you guys are still confused, I'll make sure to remind me if I forgot to post the link to all the answers to the puzzles below, and you guys should get it pretty well. Use any of these ingredients on a range. Or sorry, first use it on a cake tin, and then use your raw guide cake on a range to get a cake of guidance. Open the door and use the cake of guidance on the Lumbridge guide to finish this part of Recipe for Disaster. This one's really easy compared to the last one, but we got a couple more coming up, and I'll see you for the next one. Okay, this part is a bit long to do as well, and a bit confusing, but basically you guys are going to be doing Evil Dave now. Evil Dave requires you to have, I'd say you have around 25 stews with you. You can buy stews in the nil bar from the bartender. Just say you want to buy stews. They're like 5 or 10 GP, or 3 maybe, I forget. You can buy them there. You also need your kitten or cat, or Hellcat if you have one. So inspect Dave and talk to him. And after you guys inspect Dave, you have to go to Lumbridge. What you guys are going to do here, your cat is going to be catching rats. And you guys have to be making an evil stew that Dave ate during this party thing. So after you've inspected Dave, get your ass to Lumbridge, or sorry, Edgeville. You can I just did Gloria, it's the fastest way obviously, or you can get there somewhere else, but his house is the one right next to the bank. His mother will be up there. Talk to his mother, Doris. Typical house mom. Hello, dearie. I said, is Dave in? Yeah, he's downstairs. Say, yes, I'm evil. After you talk to her, then simply head downstairs. And Dave will be down there. Talk to him. You'll now be in his basement of doom. Sorry, I got a zip tie and it's really fun. So you keep talking to him, ask him what he ate. I accidentally said okay, never mind here, but wait for what I say. He's a bit annoying just because he doesn't get why you're here, but I said from your point, so do the from your point option. That one didn't work, so I used the top one. You've got to tell me because the magic requires it. He ate some totally evil stew. And he said he's like, I'm evil, so I need evil stuff to eat, but... Okay, here's where it's, you guys gotta catch some hell rats. You see all those rats on the ground? Talk to Doris's, or go upstairs first and talk to Doris, asking her about the stew. And she'll say that she'll make it, but all the hell rats got it. So all the hell rats have some stew. Hell rats are on the ground. Drop your cat, and simply talk to your cat. Don't click on it because that picks it up. I was like, what the fuck is my kitty? But then I realized I picked it up. So first you have to talk with cat, or interact with cat, sorry, and do chase vermin. Your cat should now go after a vermin, hopefully catch it. If your chat says the rat manages to get away, then it got away. If you say, hey, well done, when it says, hey, well done, puss, you got some stews. I recommend catching around, as you can see, this one dropped a brown spice 4. That's probably the best one you can get, but there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 dose spices, so I recommend getting a bunch. Okay, so I'll try to explain this as best as I can. Basically, you guys are going to get different types of spices: red, orange, yellow, and brown. The best way to solve what kind of stew Evil Dave has is to use 1 dose of spice at a time. So first off, you guys should have what I have in my inventory. Let's say you use 1 brown spice, so 1 dose of brown spice on a stew. Once you do that, you give that stew to Evil Dave. If he says, oh, this is great, yeah, this is partially right, then you know that his the stew that he ate at the dinner or whatever was the right amount of doses. If he says, oh, that's ew, like that, oh, this is nasty, it's not evil enough, then you know you need more than 1 more thing of brown spice. So you can see he said, I think you've got the right amount of 1 spice, but the others are missing. So you could have a lot of different combinations. You could have a combination of 2 brown dose spices, 1 red dose spice, 2 yellow dose spices, and 1 orange dose spice. So, and that could be what was in a stew. So the best way to do this is to just do each individual spice on the stew until you get that correct amount. So let's say I believe for mine I used 2 doses of brown spice, which was correct. So then I went on to red. And then red, let's say, was 1 dose, and then I moved on to yellow, and then yellow, let's say, was 3 doses, and then orange was 2 doses. So I would combine what I just said into 1 spice, and then I would give that stew to Dave, and he says, yum, yum, that was fucking delicious. And then you'd use that same combination again on a different stew and give it to him in Lumbridge. It's a bit confusing, so if you guys have any questions, post that below. But again, the best way I can explain this is 1, first find each individual amount of doses you need for Evil Dave. So for each color, find the correct amount of doses. Eventually, I came upon a combination that worked. He said, this one wasn't right, but I kept trying. I was getting a little annoyed. It takes a while. It's annoying, guys, I know. But finally, I gave him the right, and he says, totally evil. That's exactly what I tasted. So then you'll know it's right. But luckily he won't eat all of it, and you get to bring it back to Lumbridge and just use it on him in Lumbridge. So again, find the correct amount of doses for each spice, and then just combine them all into 1 stew and give it to Evil Dave. And when he says, dude, that's totally evil, then you'll automatically need to bring it to him in Lumbridge and use it on him, and that'll be complete. Again, it's a bit tough to understand, like I said, so if you guys have any questions, post it below. If you guys have any tips and tricks for it, post it below, but that's the best way I can explain it. I luckily got a hell cow and I did it too. Anyways, use the stew on Evil Dave, and that'll basically get him out of his freezy thing. But yeah, so quest complete for that one, decent amount of XP, and I will see you for the next one. Not that many left. Okay, we're now doing the Krantz part of Recipe for Disaster, the Scratch dude, sorry, I meant Scratch. So basically the big odor dude in the room. You'll need 20 fire making, 41 cooking. You must have completed big chompy bird hunting. You need a ball of wool, a hatchet, an iron spit, logs, or 1x logs, ogre arrows, or brutal arrows, an ogre bellows, ogre bow, a pickaxe, and a tinder box. You can make an ogre spit by just basically smithing an iron bar on an anvil to get an ogre spit, or I mean an iron spit. Ogre bellows can be found in the cave that you used in big choppy bird hunting. Basically where you open that chest. You guys did that quest, so you should know how to get it. You should still have an ogre bow, and you can make ogre arrows by using feathers, wolf bones, and headless arrows together. So start the quest by inspecting Scratch, or Scranch, or what the fuck you call him. And you'll need to go to Feldip Hills. The best way to get to Feldip Hills is to use the fairy ring, I believe AKS, to get to Feldip Hills, and then you run east to the start quest. Basically, just go to the spot where you started Big Chumpy Bird Hunting. You guys had to have done it to start this, so sorry. You should know where to go. I'm just going to go south from Lumbridge and use the shack with my drainer or with my Drayman staff. And then that's how I got there. Use my fairy ring to get there. So let's talk to Rance to start the quest. Say that you're trying to free Scratch. Can you help? And just keep going through the conversation with him. Sorry, got the sniffles. Alright, and once he tells you to go southeast, you guys have to go southeast. He will somehow magically appear there, even though he was right behind you. So just run southeast. You should see him right there, Rance. Talk to him once you're there. Choose the second option. He'll point to he's basically going to shoot an arrow and you have to go find it. Yeah, a cutscene will occur. You'll know you're doing the right thing when a cutscene occurs. He'll knock over a tree like a boss. Now you guys have to use the tree and use your hatchet on the tree, or your axe, sorry. Cut it once, get rid of the roots, use your axe on it, or wield your axe on it again, and use it on the tree again. You'll make a hollowed out little boat. So talk to Rance again and choose the second option. And he will shoot an arrow all the way over to Karamja. So a long way. And now you guys, once he shoots the arrow, you guys need to run west over to the swamp. Make sure you have your Ogre Bellows with you. Use your Ogre Bellows on a swamp bubble. I had trouble finding a swamp bubble. I kept misclicking on it. Nope, missed again. Missed again. There you go. and you'll get 3 doses of Ogre Bellows bubbles. Use it on a swamp toad around the swamp. So make sure you get 3 of them in your inventory. You can only have 3 at a time. Look out for the ogres and wolves. They'll be there too. Now, once you have 3, make sure you equip your ogre bow and your ogre arrows. Run back east towards the quest start area. And you guys need to catch some chompies. So you need to drop the toads, but you can't hunt in his area. So I recommend just going outside, like just right outside his area, since that seems to be the best spot to catch them. But if you try to do it there, if you try to drop it in the brown area, it'll say you can't hunt on his spot. So drop it on the green area around the brown area and hide behind something. And now you play the waiting game and simply wait for a chompy to appear. Make sure you have your ogre arrows and bow equipped, because that's the only way you can kill him. And don't be surprised if your toad disappears and nothing comes, because it happened to me. So you just have to simply drop more bloated toads. If you run out, go back to the swamp and get more. Pretty simple stuff. I waited here for a while, all sad. Big Chompy wasn't coming to visit Soup, and I had to slowly watch this bloated toad disappear. So, I'll begin recording once one has popped up. So I moved spots a little bit, wasn't far away, but this time I'm actually just hiding behind a tree because I can. And eventually, you'll know that a chompy pops up when you see an arrow on your mini-map just blinking. And then quickly run to the chompy and pluck it to get all its stuff. You'll need some feathers. Make sure you pick up the raw chompy, because that's what you need. Now you guys need to get another, so simply do the same thing again to get another chompy. Drop another bloated toad, pluck it when it pops up, and make sure you get the second raw chompy. Now you guys have to head to Karamja. You guys know where the general store is, where your Taibo One Eye is. You guys need to head to the general store, and then from the general store you need to run south along the coastline until you get to a tree that has an arrow stuck in it. It's basically right next to the arrow on your mini-map. But you'll see a tree on the western coastline that has an arrow in it. Use your iron spit on the raw chompy. Use your willow logs. Make sure you start the fire in the same exact spot that I do. So basically right next to the tree. Use or create a fire, and then use your iron spitted chompy on the fire. A cutscene will occur of Rance's kids just doing the boat the completely wrong way. Doing the boat, that sounds wrong. And eventually they will ask you for a ride. You simply need to say yes. So click on them to say yes, and you'll head back to Rance or Filled at Pills. Talk to Rance again. Say the second option. And then now just again, once you've talked to Rance, run back west. You guys need to now catch a big ass chompy. We're gonna call it a big ass chompy. And you guys do what you do before. Go back to the swamp. Use your ogre bellows on the swamp bubbles, and get some more toads. Make sure you have 3 in your inventory, because that's all you can hold. Once you have 3, head back to the same spot, but this time you're gonna do something a little different. Head back to the spot, but then run north, because you guys gotta mine some rocks. Once you're up here, you guys have to mine the rocks. Just basically go to the mining symbol and mine 3 rocks. use your Ogre Bellows on the Swamp Toads with the rock in your inventory to get some bloated toads, which you're going to use as bait for the big chompy. Run back south. And I basically caught the big chompies here. So we just drop them here. It's going to look sort of funny, like a balloon. And now you have to wait for a big ass chompy bird to appear. So just simply wait here, and you'll see it. It's just a big ass giant bird. So we play the waiting game and wait for it to appear. There you go. There's the big ass jubbly bird, which you'll need. The thing is fucking massive. But it's really easy to kill. It doesn't really hurt you. So simply kill it with your ogre arrows. There we go. Die. Now simply pluck it, and you'll get some big ass raw jubbly in your inventory. And that's what you need to feed Cranch, Croach. Run north. Use your big raw jubbly on the spit roast. Make sure you use your raw jubbly on it. I accidentally used my chompy. And you'll get some cooked jubbly. Don't eat it. Simply home teleport back to Lumbridge and use the cooked jubbly on the ogre in there. And let's go ahead and use it on Scratch. And we got that complete now. No, a couple more left, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Alright guys, so we're now on the ceramic vase parts of Recipe for Disaster. And I'll be showing you how to get the items after I inspect them and see what I need. Some items are a bit confusing to get, so I'll be showing you where to get them and how. So this guy wants basically a creme brulee. Whoa, I just like semi-burped. There's that burp every quest guide. And we now need to go get some items. So make sure your Recipe for Disaster guide says you've started and you need creme brulee. So we're going to speak to the cook really quickly who's just outside this door. Let's talk to him about the creme brulee. Of course I was incredible. I'm always incredible. Oh, just like lagged a little bit. We need to ask him about ceramic vase. Yes. So, cornflower, sweet corn in the mill. Oh, don't worry, I'll be showing you how to do it. Okay. Okay. So we need a bunch of items, and I'm going to start off with the cinnamon. To get cinnamon, use a pestle and mortar on a drayman staff. Whoops. Come on. Drayman staff, pestle and mortar. Oh, come on. It's got to work. Alright, so for the ingredients and stuff you need to get, first I'm going to explain the stuff that you can get pretty easily, and then I'll explain the stuff that you need to actually do to get. I'll explain that later. So anyways, you're going to need an anti-dragonfire shield, a bucket of milk, pot of cream, pestle and mortar, machete, ice gloves, a pot, a vanilla pod, sweet corn, a raw chicken. You can get the bucket of milk and pot of cream and the Calmer's chest down here. And the rest I'll explain how to get now. So anyways, make sure you guys have a sweet corn on you, and make sure you guys have a pot, and you guys are going to head up from Lumbridge, so you're right here. You got to go to the mill up here. So just basically run north, and I'll meet you guys at the mill. Alright, so when you guys are in the mill, climb up. Climb up again. And you guys will be up here. Put some sweet corn in the hopper. And pull this lever. My internet in my school has been really shitty lately, so I've been lagging a lot, and it's honestly the worst thing ever. So, sort of sucks. Alright, now climb back down. As you can see, I just have mad lag right now. Not liking it. Climb one back down. And we're going to have some corn flour in your pot. So that's one ingredient you need for that. To get the vanilla pod, you guys need to have started Legends Quest. And then you guys need to head over to Shiloh Village. So just take a cart from with a jetty all the way down to Shiloh Village. Leave the Shiloh Village. Make your way through this little jungle here. And make sure you get into the Karatzi jungle. As you can see right here, there is a little... Shoot, that did not work. Right. There's a little blue thing of water right here. Head south past the little tree symbol. And then head a little bit west. And right here are going to be some vanilla trees or some vanilla things. Pick the vanilla things to get the vanilla pod. You just pick 3 or 4 of them. That's what I did. But that's how you get the vanilla pod. And if you're still confused, I'm sure there's a video on it on YouTube and guide. I just got it by looking at an online guide. So that's how you get that. For this next part, you need to head to Draenor Village, and you have to talk to... Where is it? There's Draenor. The wise old man. So just I'm gonna end up right here. If you teleport with your glory, make your way to the bank. I'll just meet you guys at the bank, and then you basically head to the old man's house, which is the house with the sort of dark red carpet. Check out that 2-step lag. Once you're in here, talk with the old wise man. God, this lag, man. Let's see which one we have to talk about. Let's try. I'd like to ask you something. Ask him about strange beasts, and then ask him about the evil chicken. Alright, sweet. And now we gotta search through the bookshelves. But we want a book on chickens. Come on, where's the chickens? Oh, tinder boxes. Antiquarian books. Oh, Toy Horsey. Alright, it may not be here, but we'll see. There we go, book on chickens. Alright, so we're just going to read through that really quick. And we're done with that. Alright, so now you guys have to head to a fairy ring and make your way to the fairies. The fastest way to get to the evil chicken place is to just go to the Lumbridge Swamp and then go to right here. I'm just going to run from Draenor to the Lumbridge Swamp in the shack. That'll get you closest to where the evil chicken is. Make sure you guys have an anti-dragonfire shield and a raw chicken on you. You're going to need those two. Make sure you guys have armor as well to help kill the evil chicken, which you will need to get the evil chicken egg. It's recommended to bring anti-fire if you want. That way you won't get hit by there's going to be black dragons in there, so look out. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the fairy place. Alright, so we're at the shack. Equip your Draymond staff to get in here, and you'll be teleported right next to the chicken shrine. So make sure you guys put your anti-dragonfire shield on, put your weapon on, and then use your raw chicken on the chicken shrine, which will teleport you in here where the black dragons are. Run north. and there's gonna be the evil chicken up here. So let's go ahead and attack the evil chicken, and I should brought my DDS, but it shouldn't be too hard to kill. It's pretty much like the random you get. So go ahead. I didn't really mention bring food, but you probably need to eat a couple. It's not too hard. I'm gonna equip my hobby shield. Slash this motherfucker. Ah, 0. And almost dead. These zeros, man, killer. Come on. These zeros. Oh my lord, really? Holy shit, really? Holy shit, really? Are you serious? It's like 8 zeros in a row. Okay, what is this? There we go. That was retarded. And you will get a raw chicken, evil chicken egg, and some feathers. Get lots of feathers from this, so if you guys are ever looking to get feathers, bam. But I believe you can only kill the evil chicken once. That's just what I think is true. But you're gonna make sure you keep the evil chicken's egg. You don't really need the raw chicken. So that's how you get the raw evil chicken egg. Or not the raw, just the regular. Alright, so for this part of the cinnamon, you guys have to head to Entrana. And make sure you guys bring a knife with you. Make sure you guys don't have any armor on you, because remember, Entrana is a place where you can bring no armor. So I'm going to go ahead and bank everything. Bring a couple food. You can bring runes as well, but I'll meet you guys at the people who take you to Entrana. And make sure you guys have a hatchet on you as well. But I don't think you can bring one, so you might have to kill skeletons there to get a hatchet. So I sort of explained that pretty poorly earlier. What I'm going to do is just don't bring any weapons. Take this away. And take all this off. Keep my glory on. Alright. Let's keep this ring of life on. And bank all of this. So remember, you can't bring any. Oh, no space, really? Alright, so I'm just bringing my glory, ring of life. Oh, I'm gonna get some teleport runes as well. Since this is the last time you need to get, you have everything else ready. I'm just gonna bring a teleport to Lumbridge. I have my cornflower, vanilla pod, evil chicken egg, and make sure you bring your pestle mortar as well. You guys need to get some Draymond branch trees. Now, if you guys remember in Lost City, you had to chop some Draymond trees, or chop the branch of a Draymond tree, which you could then cut to become a Draymond staff. So you guys need to do that again. And remember, to get a axe, or to get an axe, you have to kill the skeletons there to get a bronze axe. So we're gonna go ahead and teleport back. If you guys remember, the cave is to the north part of the island. So we're gonna get off and just run straight north from here until you get to a man in a cave. And after this, you're going to be able to make your creme brulee. And you will now unlock, I believe, what are you going to unlock? Rune gloves? I believe you'll unlock rune gloves from this when you complete this ceramic part. Ceramic vase. Vase. Ceramic vase, that's how it is. Anyways, here's the cave. Go ahead and climb down the ladder. I'm not sure, I think this got to stop you, but whatever. That's a risk I have to take. Okay, so once you're down here, there's going to be bones. See these skeletons over here? You're going to have to kill the skeletons. Just kick one to death. And keep killing these until you get an axe. And you should get a bronze axe. You only need to kill maybe 1 to 3 until you get one. Every time I kill these, I get one pretty much in the first 3 kills or so. And I recommend, I'll just show you guys later, to chop a lot of the Draymond branches in case you guys lose Draymond staves. So it's just nice to have in your bank. Let's see if this one drops one. Come on, baby. Give me that axe. Win. Alright, we got the bronze axe. First kill. So now, once you do that, equip it. And we're going to head past the greater demons. And into this Draymond tree. So let's go ahead and chop from the Draymond tree. You get some Draymond branches. So I'm just going to chop like 4 billion. Okay. And now use your Draymond branch on a pestle and mortar to get some cinnamon. And now you have all the ingredients to get the creme brulee for ceramic vase. So I'm going to teleport back to Lumbridge. I won't need the bronze axe anymore. And we're going to go ahead downstairs into the basement to go to the bank. Okay, so we're going to head back upstairs. For this part, I'm not sure if you need armor, but I think you need, I'm sure you need Antler Dragonfire Shield and or ice gloves for this part. So anyways, to do this, first use your bucket of milk on your pot of cream. Now use your milky mixture on the corn flour, and you'll get some corn flour mixture. Use your vanilla pod. You get some unfinished creme brulee. Use your evil chicken egg on here. You'll get some more, and then use your cinnamon on here. And you'll need the brulee. You need to flambe or brulee or something like that. So the final step is to get it sort of like enchanted by a fairy. Okay, so now you guys need to head into battle with a black dragon. These are level 227, so look out. It's recommended to, well, it's obvious you need a Dragonfire shield, but it's recommended you guys bring anti-fire as well. I have one in my bank, so I'm just going to get that really quick. Make sure you guys bring a raw chicken as well to get back into that cave, so make sure you get a raw chicken before you head to the fairy tale place. I can't force that enough or else you can't get in, so make sure you guys get one. It's slow and hello, so let's go ahead and run back. Oh, I need the Draymond staff. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to the shack to kill the black dragon because we'll need to be at the fairy place anyway to get this brulee thing. But bring a Lumbridge teleport as well. And anything else? We won't need this anymore. Draymond staff. Okay, so I'll meet you guys at the shack. Again, bring some food, bring gear to kill the black dragon. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright guys, so you also need a raw chicken to get into the black dragon area, so I just headed north of Lumbridge to get a raw chicken, but make sure you have one on you. Alright, so we're at this part. Let's go ahead and equip our anti-dry shields, drink an anti-fire, and use a raw chicken on here. And now let's go ahead and, I forgot my DDS, but whatever. Attack a black dragon. Good luck. And it's recommended to have Protect from Melee on as well, in case they hit you. I'm just going to flick. You see they hit you pretty well, so. And I'll keep recording once I finish killing the black dragon. Alright, one more hit, there we go. And now we have a dragon token, which is what we need. So now rub the dragon token. Oh, whoops. Alright, now rub the dragon token. The world will begin to fade. And click will appear. Oh shoot. I need you to flambe this creme brulee. Okay. What gloves do you have in mind? My ice gloves. Okay. I'll go fetch them then. Alright, so make sure you equip your ice gloves. There we go. And this person will appear again. There we go. And you now have some cooked creme brulee. Alright, so you now have some brulee supreme. Simply teleport back to Lumbridge. And let's go ahead. Oh, 60 minutes. Alright, let's go to the bank. And you gotta give it back to ceramic vase. So I'll meet you guys back in Lumbridge. Okay, we're in Lumbridge. It was a long and annoying food to make, so use this on ceramic vase. Boom! Another part done. 4,000 cooking, 4,000 hit points, increased access, which I think is rune gloves, and then I don't think I leveled it up, but boom. And for the next part, we're gonna have to do the Awawo guy. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys quickly how to get the different grigrees. You can talk to 2-tab in Apital, he's next to the basically fire rune stall. You can buy the grigrees there, so buy 3 grigrees, and I'll show you guys how to kill the monkeys to get their bones. You guys, to get a ninja monkey grigree, you guys have to kill one of the archers, the black monkeys who shoot arrows at you. You need telegrab and you need a bow and arrow. You can buy the runes for telegrab at the rune store. That's where the fire rune thing is. So simply turn into a regular human again from your ape form and kill one of these monkeys. They're up on the archer towers, and just kill it. And once you kill it, some regular bones will be dropped. So just simply cast telegrab on the bones to get those. So now you have ninja monkey bones, and make sure you don't bury those. If you don't feel safe with only 1 pair in your inventory, kill another to get 2. Now head out into the temple and kill one of the monkey guards. I recommend going to room with only 1 so you don't get attacked by multiple, but you just need to kill 1. They're pretty easy to kill. I just prayer flicked mine, but they will hit you pretty hard, so look out for that. But they're 167, but you need to kill one of them and get their bones to turn into a large ape. So you take that and put those next to your other monkey bones, and you guys now need to get some zombie bones. So zombie grigri. So we gotta go to the tunnels. So let's run south. Turn back into a monkey so you don't get attacked. And we're gonna head south to the tunnels. Once you're here, climb down. Taking the long way around. And you guys simply need to kill a zombie monkey when you're down there. They should be really close. Just follow the path until you see a single zombie monkey. It is multi down here too, so don't get into a spot where there's lots of them. And here's the zombie monkey, so I'm going to kill that. Go ahead and do some prayer flicking and kill the zombie monkey. Falling rocks will hurt you as well, so they're a bit annoying to kill. There are going to be like small spiders on the ground that can poison you too. So once you kill the zombie monkey though, you're going to be in the tunnels anywhere you have to go. Once you've killed one, pick up his bones, and you guys now have to run through the whole tunnel. I just went upstairs and got full run energy. I highly recommend that. So before you start your run. But you guys, just as you guys did in Monkey Madness, you need to run all the way to the end. So simply follow the path up to the top to Zunok. You guys have to go to Zunok, you know, where you made your first grigri. So you guys have to run all the way over there again. So follow the path. If you make sure you guys bring a teleport with you, because it's pretty dangerous. But anyways, once you get there, talk to Zunok. Say, can you make another monkey talisman, please? Say yes. And he'll ask you for the materials. So use a grigri, or use a talisman on him first. He'll take that and say he needs some remains. And carefully use, don't bury, your monkey bones on him. He'll say excellent, and now he'll do some voodoo magic shit, and bam, you'll now have a grigri. Do that with your other 2 bones to get the other 3 types, and you guys will now have all those different types of grigris. So you're going to have your regular one, the one you first got with, your ninja monkey one, your zombie monkey one, and your big ape one. You guys need to use all of them for this quest, or for this sub-quest, so you cannot skip this part. You have to do it. I figured you guys would want to know how to do it, so I just figured I'd show you guys. If you guys are still confused, let me know below, but that's how you do it. You guys can look at my Monkey Madness guide if you're confused on how to get through the tunnels, and you can look through my other quest guides as well if you're pretty much confused on where to get anywhere. So, but this is a very, very important quest, and we now have one more sub-quest to do, so the monkey one, before we get our Barrow's Gloves. And let's start. I have some live commentary for this next part, so let's get started. And now we have all the grigrees, and now let's get started. Blah. Alright guys, we are now on the second to last part of our FD. We are now going to be doing the Monkey Ambassador. We need level 70 cooking for this, so I don't have it, but I'm going to be using a cooking, or a, whatever you call it, stew boost, the spicy stew boost. Anyways, you need 1,000 coins, a chisel, monkey grigree, a regular one, a zombie one, a guard one, and then a ninja one, as I showed you guys how to get them earlier. You need a monkey speak amulet, a pestle and mortar, chisel, and rope. It's recommended to have food, high agility, and armor, as well as a one-click teleport. So let's inspect our guy to start this part. Alright, there we go, so now that part's started. And we have to go speak to him on Apital. So I'm going to quickly get my stews for the cooking boost. I just simply need to add some, oh, there's a bank down there. I believe orange spice to stews, and it gives me the cooking boost, but it's random, so let's hope I get the cooking boost when I'm there. Anyways, I'm just get them out really quick. Alright, so to get to Apital, you guys need to get to, where is it? The Tree Gnome Stronghold over here. You guys need to make your way to the Grand Tree, and then do the same method you guys did during Monkey Madness to get to Apital, and then make sure you have your Monkey Speak amulet as well as your regular grigrees equipped. And when you enter the city, and then you guys from there need to head to. You guys see this temple right here? Head to the house right below it. So you guys are gonna end up right here. Just simply follow where my mouse is going to end up right here, and I will meet you guys at that house. I'm going to be taking the gnome glider to Apital, or sorry, to Grand Tree, or fucking not, Gnome Stronghold. I also believe you can teleport to Apital if you have 64 magic, 2 levels away, but that might be an easier way to get there. But anyways, this is how I'm getting there, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're here. Let's go ahead in. Let's talk to our guy. Alright, so he doesn't want to speak, unfortunately, so we have to do other stuff. So head north, and you guys have to head to the northwest corner of the temple above. So you guys have to talk to the other guard to get out, as you wish. Let's go ahead up to the northwest corner. You should find 3 monkeys here. It's like one that can't speak, one that can't see, and one that can't like hear, or something like that. You'll just see 3 dots up here. Let's talk to Iwazaru. What do you think about the King Sayer dish? Spam through it. Alright, so he's going to give us some info on that. So basically, he likes bananas and monkey nuts inside of a giant snakeskin. Luckily, 2 of these items are on the island already, so simply head west and trade Solihib here. And he's going to have some monkey nuts. Lovely. And also some bananas. And take a banana. Okay, so like I said, you guys are currently right here. head back to the glider area where you came to the Apit's whole place. So just simply run back there, and I'll meet you guys at the guy who takes you back to Crash Island. As you will need to get to Crash Island to whatever you call it. Get the giant snake skin. Sorry, I just sort of blanked. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're gonna head back to Crash Island. And now once you get there, we're gonna run this way. You guys see this cave entrance over here. It's recommended to turn on protect from melee. Anyways, just climb down, enter the pit. So let's go ahead and put protect from melee on. Kill one of the giant snakes. Pretty high level. I recommend killing 2 in case you accidentally fail cooking the his favorite food. So I'll begin recording once I've killed 2. The snake skin should look like, once you get it, it should look like this. It's just a snake corpse. So take that. I'm gonna kill 2 again just in case I fail cooking one. So yeah. Alright, so we've got 2. We're gonna head back up. Try not to die. And let's head back to Lumdo to take us back to Apit's. Okay, so from this point you guys have to head back to the 3 monkeys in the temple, so you guys know how to get there. I'll see you there. Okay, so let's talk to the monkeys. So you need red bananas instead of regular bananas. So now there is a tree you guys have to go to that actually has red bananas. You guys have to head to the westernmost part of the island, so just basically head straight west and end up over here, and we're going to check to see if the bananas are over there. So let's just head straight west, and I'll see you guys at the other side. Alright, so we're here. Switch to your big monkey grigree, and when you try to pick it, it should say that the bananas are too high. So use your rope on the banana tree. Wacha. Take one. And then use it on the tree again. Oh, drop it, sorry. Take another one. Drop this one. Let's take another one. Okay, so you guys should have 3 bananas now. Now head back to the temple and talk to the 3 monkey guys again. We'll see you guys there. Okay, let's talk to Kajakara. Alright, and monkey nuts. Ignoring. So he says that we have the wrong type of monkey nuts. So we gotta get different ones. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so you guys have to head south for the last parts to get the correct monkey nuts. And let's head south. You guys have to do you guys basically have to do the agility course. And let's just head across here. We are out of run. But there's going to be a hut right here. Let's go ahead and climb up that. Alright. And we're going to be in this lovely little thing right here. I don't even know if we need to come up here, to be honest. I think we're good, though. Okay, just kidding. This is like a place for guys to fap. Or for alkers to alk. Shit. Alright, so let's head over here. Let's do part of this obstacle course. See if we can do it. Let's jump on this. Watch out. Watch out. Climb up the tropical tree. Oh, I fell. Darn. Let's try that again. And jump across. Come on, I believe in you. Are you joking? Alright, I'm gonna record once I get it. Alright, we got across. So let's climb up the tropical. Fuck, why is this so hard to say? Cross the monkey bars. Please cross these. Sweet. No! Alright, we got it. Climb up these skull slopes. And I'll be over here. Let's run to the rope. If we fall off this, I'm gonna cry. Sweet. Alright, now we can climb down this hole. You guys see some nuts, some magical nut bush. Pick one. Drop it. Pick one. Drop it. Pick one. Drop it. So now I have 3, which is what we'll need. And now you guys just have to climb back up here. Climb down this obstacle course. Rope thing. I believe I said this. There we go. Mad. Alright, sweet. And now you guys have to head back up to the temple to check out these guys. To the monkeys. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, we're here. Let's talk to these guys. Alright, so we're finally have all the ingredients. Let's talk to them again. How do I do that? Any ways to cook? I'm sure you're working out. How do I cook it? How anyone know? Zzz. Alright, so we now are almost done. Alright, so slice. Alright, so use your knife on the bananas. Looks like the oranges. Use your pestle and mortar on the monkey nuts. And get your 2 snakeskins out. Put these inside the snakeskin. We now have a raw stuffed snakeskin and use it on the other one. So you have 2. For this part, you're going to need 70 cooking to cook these. So I have my boost here. I have 3 tries, so hopefully we'll get it. I forgot my restore potion, which sucks, but whatever. Climb down here. Now we gotta go down these stairs. Make your way down these stairs and see this little exit right here. Make sure your zombie grigrees are equipped and enter the exit. And you will now be at this little lava area. You can now walk over the lava without getting damaged. There's going to be a rock right here. Here's where you use your stuffed snake. So we're going to attempt to see if we get... I just need a +3 boost to do this, so let's attempt to eat a spicy stew. Ah, went down. Alright. So we'll have to do 2 more attempts. I'm just going to wait for my stats to restore. And I'll begin recording once I try again. Alright, attempt number 2. Ah, victory. Alright, so we know 72 cooking. That's a +5 boost. I don't know if that's rare now. Alright, let's use your hot snake on here. We burn the stuffed snake. Ah, not cool. Now we have 1 more attempt. Come on. Yes! Fucking victory. That's why you get 2. That's why it's important to get 2. Alright, now let's quickly home teleport out. Oh, shoot. I don't have any teleports out of here. That's not cool. Anyways, you guys need to make your way back to Lumbridge. I'll just use Ectofile. Make sure you do not eat the stuffed snake or you will be very pissed. Let's just say that. Anyways, make your way back to Lumbridge. I'll see you guys in Lumbridge where the cook is. Alright, so we're here. Let's go ahead and enter. Use the stuffed snake on a whoa guy. Oh shoot. Let's wear this. Use stuffed snake on a whoa guy. Awesome. And we'll talk to him. And a little cutscene. Bam. And come on. Boom. We now have quest complete for the monkey part. We now need 1 more quest to finish RFD. get some nice XP from this, and I think I get an agility level. Oh shit. What's this? Okay, did not know this was coming. We've broken your feeble spell. I'll be back. And whatever. This gray guy. Hooray! You must go through the portal and finish him off. So that's the next part. I just want to get my fucking agility level to get 50 agility. Come on. Yeah, 50. Alright, there we go. So I'll see you guys for the last part. Defeating the Culminancer. Alright guys, so for this last part of Recipe for Disaster, we're going to be fighting the Culinaromancer. And you're going to need a lot of items for this. So you're going to need the ice gloves, you're going to need the dragon dagger. Well, you don't need a special attack weapon might help. Dragon hide, mystic. You're going to be needing magic spells during this. You guys remember the Dagonoth Mother? You're going to need to be fighting her again. It sort of sucks, but also you need some range, some super strength defense, and attack potions might help. Teleport to get out of here. Obviously food, and these are what I'm going to be wearing for melee. I'm not going to buy the dragon gloves just because they're 100k, a little too expensive. So to get started, we need to use the portal to fight. Alright, here we go. So prayers won't work. Ah! I know what I forgot. A restore potion. A restore potion will greatly help you guys. So I forgot about that, my bad. But it's recommended restore potion since some of the monsters will drain your stats. I have one luckily, so... And if you guys remember, you will die and lose your items. So, again, it's not recommended. If you don't bring like your bestest, I mean, you should, but be prepared to lose it, which is the sort of downfall of this, or the downside of this quest. This last part. Where are my sharks? Anyways, there they are. Alright, so I'm gonna go back up and let's start fighting. Everybody wish me luck. Hello, Solya dog. Love you too, man. Here we are. How dare you come here? Okay, so this first one's apparently isn't too bad. You just need to attack with melee. It doesn't hit very hard. It's called Ogre Nana. Little creepy looking thing, so let's hope this thing doesn't hit too hard. Again, protection prayers don't work, but let's hope that we don't waste too much food in the beginning. There's a big hit. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my pots. I'm gonna save my... That was a big hit, damn. I don't really... I'm just gonna use my specs right now. Get this one over with. I'll use 2 specs now. Oh, really? Zeros? Not cool, man. Anyways, I'll begin recording once I am close to killing this one. Okay, so... We've killed that one. Drops a banana. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this portal really quick, and apparently you can bank between fights. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna go get some more sharks. Alright, so that's awesome. You can bank between fights. We're gonna bank some stuff now that we won't need at the moment. And get our sharks out. I should get more food. And let's go kill the second one. So this next one, you're gonna need ice gloves, as it can hurt you if you don't have them. Oops, okay. So let's enter. Awesome. So you can bank. This thing is fucking ugly. Like, damn, yo. Boom. Oh, rainbow. Oh, that's what we need. That's what we need. Oh, let me get that 15-15 again. Ooh, 17. I'll take that. All right, so we're doing a little better on this one. Knock on wood. I'm currently listening to Spotify. By the way, viewers on YouTube, I'm live streaming this, so if you're wondering why I'm answering random questions. Alright, so this one isn't too bad. I'm going to quickly eat a food just in case. Just fix my mic there really quick. Come on. And come on, hit. Ah, the thing's hitting rainbows on me to finish off. Alright, come on, let's finish him off. One more hit. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. And let's go bank for the next fight. And I'm going to go show you guys what my inventory is. We're going to change our default spell to Fire Blast. And let's see if we can use this portal. Here we go. Let's attack her. Oh, come on. Why can't I attack her? What? I changed my spell to fucking... Whoa. Where's my Fire Blast? Can I attack her with Fire Blast? Huh. Strange. Dun dun dun. Again, make sure to check your stats, because this bitch could lower your stats. Alright, I didn't know you can. I thought you could use Fire Blast on her, but. Doing a defense thing again. Come on, baby. Yo, calm down. I know she lowers my stats. I have a restore. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Oh well. I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright. Come on. Finish her off. Almost there. Oh, come on. I might finish her off with the DDS spec. Go! Oh, I don't have any fucking spec. Oh shit. Oh shit, come on. Can we finish her off? Can we get her? Can we get her? Oh no, we're out of her store. Come on. Poker. Poker to death. Poker. Poker. Come on, bitch, you got nothing on me. Oh shit. Let's drink these again. Oh, come on, we're like a poke away. Oh, she's so close to being dead. Come on. Come on. Poke away. We are a poke away. Don't fuck me over, Jagex. I just need a poke. I just need a poke. All I need is a poke. These zeros are not cool. These zeros are not cool at all. Jagex, I don't like you at all right now. I just want a poke. That's like 80 zeros. I just need a poke. Okay, Jagex, a poke. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, come on. It's like 80 pokes. Alright, I'll smack her with my stick. Bitch, die. Oh yeah, the stick did it. Oh, are you serious? That was a poke. That was the poke I needed. That was the poke. Come on. Come on. Give me the... Yes, the poke. What are you talking about? That was 2 pokes. There's the other poke. Yes! Alright, bank the fuck. Fucking bank. Bank. Oh, that was annoying as tits. Alright, for the next boss, he constantly hits double 5s and he attacks with melee and mage. So it's recommended to have like a D-hide room plate legs mix. So I'm going to be bringing, this is my inventory, just mostly food and then some pots, so let's see how this goes. We're going to spec him out right away. Go. Here we go. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. I hope it's not my death. It's not cool if it would be. Fucking dessert. Bitch's name is Dessert. Come on. Oh, we're not doing too shabby. Let's get a DDS spec in. Oh, I don't think we have enough power. Bodie inch. Oh, there's a 20. Alright, this one wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. Next one I think is the last fight, and then we're done. Come on. We're going to quickly leave before this one. Let's finish her off with the DDS KO. You're dead, bitch. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. That one's dead. Alright. So there's the Dagonoth Mother. Alright, so we're going to get some gear for the Dagonoth Mother. So if you guys remember correctly from Horde of the Deep, she attacks with a bunch of different melee styles. Mage range and melee styles. And for mage, she's weak. Oh my god, free Dragonhide! What? Ah! Ah! Dragon bones! What? Bitch. No, it's this one. Oh yeah. Who can predict? Oh, go. This one. Alright, sweet. Sorry. Alright, so you now need a mixture of different shout out, or I said shout out because you guys shout out. Shout out to Still Your Dog and Whipkilla and we in this. Anyways, you need 4 different mage spells, so air, earth, water, and fire. You need range, and you need melee. So she is weak to range when she turns green. She's weak to melee when she turns orange, and obviously she's weak to air when she's white, water when she's blue, earth when she's green, and fire when she is red. So let's do this. Let's see what she is first. Alright, so she's white now, so let's go ahead. I'm not sure how well she hits, but no, don't waste it. Quickly drink this super defense. I believe I clicked the water. Alright, that's orange is melee. That is orange, right? Or is that brown? I gotta turn off my auto retaliate. I guess that was orange. There's brown. Holy fuck. That was like a 1420. Come on. Halfway done. Should be green after this. Crappy spec. I don't really have any range pluses, so. Blue. I gotta look out, man. After that 1420. Almost done. That's definitely orange. Poke. Melee didn't really do anything. Here we go. Almost, come on, a couple more hits. Ah, it's red. That should finish her. This one right here. Done. Alright, sweet. So he now should finish you off himself, but apparently it's not that hard. Let's see if we can finish him off like this. Alright, here we go. Almost at the Barrow's Gloves, and then we're off to Jellies. Oh! Damn, that was a big hit. Come on, I don't want to go get more food. God, he pulls out this random, like, 40. One more, come on. Awesome. Recipe for disaster complete. 213 quest points after this. Here we go, baby. Done. Quest complete. Look at that. Green. Let's go check out those Barrow's gloves. Thank you. That's a pretty easy fight, to be honest. I don't think it wasn't that bad. I also need a Rune Defender. It's basically the one thing I still need, but my can't because not total. Awesome. Just one sec. Alright guys, so that was my recipe for Disaster Guide. It'd be great if you guys could leave a like because it was a long ass guide to make. And hope you guys enjoyed, and congrats on whatever gloves you got. Let's check out my Barrow's gloves really quick. Bam! Awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and